Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam. I welcome you all, one and all. We offer our humble respects, our humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We welcome all the viewers, all of you across Kailasa's all the broadcasting channels, from Facebook Live, from YouTube Live, from Paramashivoham participants, and via two-way video conferencing Zoom, to this Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the most powerful manifestation of Paramashiva, Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Today, we are going to have the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We welcome all for this Bhava Samadhi darshan of Lord Kalabhairava on this Ravivara. And we are so blessed to be living at this time when the avatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, whom we lovingly call as Swamiji, graces us with this darshan and receive the blessings and initiation. Let us start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasugatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadusham Tattvamasya-dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam. Request the NTV operator to project the slides, please. I once again welcome all of you for this Bhava Samadhi darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, manifesting the state, space, and powers of superconsciousness and Kailasa of Mahakalabhairava through Kalabhairava, Bhava Samadhi darshan, manifesting through Kalabhairavoham. Welcome everyone. So, what you will learn today in this special event, what is pain and suffering? Who is Mahakalabhairava? The principles of Mahakalabhairava and how to go beyond pain and suffering, and powerful cognitions to empower yourself, and Diksha and darshan of Mahakalabhairava, manifesting through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us watch a clip. Who is Mahakalabhairava? request the NTV operator to move to the next slide, please. Kalabhairava. Kalabhairava is a Sanskrit word which means I am Kalabhairava. In today's program, you will be taught the principles of Kalabhairava. Kalabhairava state, that is pure, unplussed state, and Kalabhairava space, the space of complete completion. Kalabhairava's powers, that is extraordinary Shaktis, and Kalabhairava's being, that is radiating the Tyaga of Paramashivoham. Kalabhairavoham taught as per Hindu scriptures. Here we will be learning Kalabhairavoham through all the four padas. As in the Agamas, there are four padas: Jnana pada, Kriya pada, Charya pada, and Yoga pada. So in these four padas, through Kriya pada, that is through this program, through Kriya pada, it raises electromagnetic force of your existence and connects you with Paramashivoham. And through Charya pada, that is the lifestyle of living enlightenment, the Jiva, the self, connecting with all dimensions of the world. The next Kundalini and connecting with him, making Kalabhairava manifest in you. So, how will we achieve it? By listening, by internalizing, by manifesting powerful cognitions, and through Diksha and Darshan, through the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us understand what is Bhava Samadhi. Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. The aspect you choose through that bhava, being one with the source, is Bhava Samadhi. Knowing this aspect is ultimate, and being oneness with that aspect is Bhava Samadhi. The science behind this is divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa and the enlightened time and space zone through the deities and incarnations. The deities are the being of that super consciousness energy. They are called Archavataras, who receives the Archana Sevas from us, and through incarnations, through the avatars, the physical embodied form of this super consciousness energy, through the Nijavatar, through the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. So they are called Nija avatars. Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. Awakening of Kundalini Shakti results in third eye awakening, ability to have a remote vision, ability to scan anyone's body, levitation, teleportation, and materialization. The influx of their superconscious energy also visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease with increasing levels of coherence. The whole brain comes alive and turning into superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. Bhava Samadhi Darshan allows one to experience the formless in a way that we all can deeply understand and relate to. Having darshan or even a glimpse of that being creates lasting transformation in us, cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising each one of us to the next level of super consciousness breakthrough. It is like hitting the reset button on your being. Experience Bhava Samadhi Darshan to discover the extraordinary possibilities and quantum jump from man to superhuman. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. Mirror neurons are activated. The mirror neurons are the special neurons that activate and process all the observed movements during the darshan or information of the avatar just by seeing and without any physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement. What is happening distances far away, experiencing the super consciousness energy radiated by the avatar. Now, let us understand who is the supreme pontiff of Hinduism in a brief. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, born on 2nd January 1978, is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, temple-based universities for humanity. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, that is Tandai Mandala Adhinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the incumbent emperor of Surya Vamsha Surangi Samrajyam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of Kailashonnata Shyamala Peetha Sarvajna Peetham. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atal Akhada, the ancient apex body of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharmamukhi Swargapuram Adhinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the leader of Hinduism, most prolific, most viewed, and most read, watched, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which are translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism books are sold. Books and articles are sold over 20 million copies and read and downloaded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave over 10,000 hours of discourses which are enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is respected as the commentator of all the sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, and Jain Sutras. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas. 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Sanyas Sampradaya, Rudra Kanyas, Rudras, Rishis, Rishikas, Bhairavis. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, that is Kailasa Nithyananda Hindu University in the world, with satellite campuses in 150 countries, and is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa's enlightenment ecosystem. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvagya Peethas, the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, and 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. Now, let us watch. It's a time we have the extraordinary powers awakening of the third eye through the initiation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let us watch the demonstration by our Gurukul Balasats to exhibit the extraordinary powers by the awakening of the third eye through the initiation and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Let's invite our Balasans, Ma Nithyanandita and Ma Tattvapriya and other Gurukul Balasans for this demonstration of the power manifestation.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvaditam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, everybody. Welcome every one of you once again for the auspicious and most exciting, most powerful Mahakalabhairava Darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now that we have understood and learned about some of the basics and fundamental understandings and cognitions, it is time that we understand basics and fundamental understandings and cognitions. It is time that we understand and have a glimpse of these extraordinary Shaktis that can be manifested by each and every one of us after receiving the initiation of Lord Kalabhairava. Manifested by each and every one of us after receiving the initiation of Lord Kalabhairava. Let us now look at manifestation of the extraordinary powers of Paramashiva, or the manifestation of these Shaktis.
The Bhava sense, Nithyananda yogis, the initiate disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will now be demonstrating the powers of third eye and sharing with all the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the divine powers awakening in us through the Diksha, initiation.
In today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of us will be receiving the initiation into the power of third eye and various other powers with the blessings and the grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We'll be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is the ability to see with your eyes closed, and Mahima, which is the power of altering height.
Now, let us look into some of the fundamentals. What are Shaktis? Manifesting powers, Shaktis, as described in the Vedas and in the Agamas, are described as a system, a method, and science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to the various states of superconsciousness. Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are divine. You need to manifest divine, and not you are a man, need to reach the divine. Here, the foundation is that you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes that you are Paramashiva, even if you have not yet manifested it. Understand that is why what Paramashiva says is revealing through this body and through this system, through this methodology. Any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest only Shaktis, powers, and not Siddhis.
Let us understand some of the differences between Shaktis and Siddhis. Starting with Shaktis. Shaktis expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis happen on the path of enlightenment, but as we saw, Shaktis are those that manifest from the space of enlightenment. Same way, Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest to ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way just after the initiation from the avatar. Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not, and Siddhis always have the potential to divert you from enlightenment.
Now, let's look at the source of these Shaktis, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging, beyond time, space, form, and causality. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakrityas, the 5 cosmic actions of Srishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is the sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, through Bhava, ruling out delusion, and Anugraha, the liberating grace for all living entities.
The avatar of Paramashiva in the modern age. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva, and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, the great cosmic borderless Hindu nation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been a cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. It was where the science of enlightenment and the powers was lived and taught as a lifestyle. For the very first time in the modern day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving these yogic Shaktis, sciences, and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace never accomplished before.
Incarnation at a very young age was trained and taught these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest science of power manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta and Tantra, Shri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita and Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana.
So how do we awaken these Shaktis in us? When every ultimate truth, which is the jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, it manifests as the possibility and the power of every being, which is prajnana.
Power of initiation.
Of the initiation through which these ultimate truths are transmitted in us.
Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by an enlightened being through look, word, or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarva samapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi diksha vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda Dhyana.
So here we watch a beautiful introductory video on what exactly is initiation.
Now, the science of power manifestation is authorized through 4 aspects of evidence or pramanas. First, the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures of Hinduism. The next is the Apta Pramana, the experiences and results of the Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, like the Vedic rishis and scientists who time tested and verified this science. The next is the Atma Pramana, the personal account of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennial avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. And the Pratyaksha Pramana. The Pratyaksha Pramana is the empirical evidence from observations and scientific experimentations.
The Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus. Vedas are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained by Paramashiva. The Agamas are the scriptures where this applied technology that is revealed by Paramashiva, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agamas, together called as the Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. Now, today we are all preparing ourselves to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. We are now going to be witnessing a very special, a unique, and an exciting live demonstration of the powers of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Let us all get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye and the most awaited Akashic readings. What exactly are these Akashic records? Akashic records are created in the space. Whatever is happening in time, that is recorded as a file. From the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, first, nothing can be destroyed. Please understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic reading records are the cosmic archives of everything that has happened, happening, and will happen. Mahakalabhairava is the Lord of Time and the very fabric of Akasha, the space dimension. As the Lord of Time and integrity, he holds the key to the cosmic archives, the Akashic records, which contain the past, present, and the future. As an avatar of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has graced humanity with the blessings and the darshan in the form of Mahakalabhairava, revealing answers to questions to the yearning of seekers of solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer that is given by Kalabhairava is not just an answer, but literally a karmic breakthrough in our life. Here, we're looking at the Shastra Pramana, which is the scriptural reference for the power of Akashic reading. This is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 61, Dharana 64. The verse revealed by Paramashiva is Akasham Vimalam Bhashyan Kritva Drishtim Nirantaram Stadbatma Takshana Devi Bhairavam Vapurapnuyat. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and the clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking continuously and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and the powers of the infinite space, Bhairava.
Here we have the Apr Pramana, reference of the power of Akashic reading from the Mahabharata. In the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, this narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secret to Vidura, the story of his birth in the human form and reasons of all his suffering. Sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but was in fact an incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. He was to play the part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by the Manduka Muni.
From the personal experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Atma Pramana, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own words, reading the Akashic records is just like open the screen and it will appear. Originally, the Akashic records appear in Sanskrit, then gets translated into English during the process of the seer seeing the scene and cognizing. That is why most of the English words which are used, those same words are getting repeated in the Akashic records, because the seer during the process of seeing translates the scene. Because the seer is the person who is talking to you regularly in English, he uses the same word to cognize and translate the scene during the process of seeing itself. What are the benefits of the Akashic readings? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that all the information that you've collected from all your births is there in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not waste the time doing the same actions time and again. So accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic readings will be useful for you to get liberated and for you to understand your purpose of life and become enlightened.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given the science to humanity, has made this powerful science available to the whole world. This gift to humanity will enable people to see and understand the past, present, and future. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated Nithyananda yogis and Balsans into the powers of reading the Akashic records. Balsans who have demonstrated the power of third eye reading are specially initiated with the power of Akashic readings. The Balsans connect in oneness and channel Swamiji. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is providing the service freely to humanity. Many people have used this great service to find missing objects, learn about their past lives, and so on.
So how do the Balasans manifest this power? The Balasans first manifest the power of third eye reading, through which they tune their inner space with oneness with Swamiji. Once that is done, then the Balasans offer the Guru Puja and connect in the space of oneness with Swamiji, invoking Swamiji in their very inner space. After tuning into the space of oneness with Swamiji, when the questions are being asked, the Balasans look at the Atmamurti, which is the deity of Swamiji, where the Akashic readings appear in golden letters. Without any alteration, manipulation or dilution, the Balasans read them out as it is to the participants. The initiated Balasans can view the Akashic records. However, only an avatar can alter, edit, upgrade, and change the Akashic records. During the Darshan and the Dikshas, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotees. So here is the link where you can submit your questions to the Akashic readings. The male participants can go over to bit.ly/Akashic readings mail, while the female participants can head over to tinyurl.com/ask Kalabhairava. What are the different questions that you can ask? You can ask the most accurate and unbiased answer. You will see that you will receive it. To any questions about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life, be it spiritually healed or physical or emotional problems with just a look or a word, understanding the reasons behind the life's happenings, and receive blessings to fulfill your right desires, get the clarity to redesign your future. This link is also being scrolled in our live. All of you can take the time to go over and submit your questions to Lord Kalabhairava for the Akashic readings. Now, we are going to be witnessing the live demonstration of the power of Akashic readings. We'll see that the Balasans will now begin with demonstrating the power of third eye. The live demonstration of the power of Akashic readings. We'll see that the Balasans will now begin with demonstrating the power of third eye. So joining us today is Sri Nithyananda Maharaj, who is a Balasan from the Nithyananda Gurukul. Maharaj has been in the Nithyananda Gurukul over the last 6 years, and he is a powerful power manifester, been on 2 world tours manifesting and demonstrating these extraordinary powers of Paramashiva, initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and is also an Akashic reader, manifesting these extraordinary powers of Paramashiva. First, Shivashankara Maharaj will begin by describing about the I-band that will be used for this power manifestation. Shivashankara Maharaj, you can go ahead. Shivashankara Maharaj, I think there's a technical issue. You'll have to unmute yourself.
Sorry for the technical glitch. Yes. So back to the explaining this I-band. As you can see in the hand, this is the I-band which is proven and scientifically designed by the ophthalmologist, and this is completely opaque, and which is the black sheet in the front, and towards the behind you can see the foam, where when I blindfold myself, my eyes will be fitting in this here, and there's a sponge, and here is a strap, a strap where you can tighten it or loosen it up. So this is the mindful which I'll be wearing and connecting myself in the space of oneness with Bhagavan Kalabhairava and Swamiji, manifesting this power of third eye.
Yes, thank you very much, Maharaj. Now, It is time that we all experience and witness this very power manifestation. So what we are going to be doing right now, we are going to be witnessing that Shankara Maharaj will be putting on the blindfold. After which, I request all the participants who are watching us live from all across the world to go over to the YouTube live of Swamiji. We go to the live YouTube channel. You can go to the official YouTube channel of Swamiji, and you can post your comments, which will be lively being projected to Shiva Shankara Maharaj. After which, Shiva Shankara Maharaj will exactly be reading out and describing the various different comments that all of us are putting across in our chat. So as we are all seeing now, Shiva Shankara Maharaj has put on the blindfold, and in the television that is being projected in front of Shiva Shankara Maharaj, this very screen that we are all viewing, that all the participants are able to view, is projected such that the comments will now be shown for Shiva Shankara Maharaj to read. The science behind this entire power manifestation will be seeing that Shiva Shankara Maharaj will be connecting in the oneness, connecting with the Kalabhairava Bhava of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and reading out the various different comments that is being projected for all of us on the
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Now, we'll be projecting the live comments. Shankara Maharaj.
Yes. Can I go ahead?
Yes, Shiva Shankara Maharaj, you can go ahead and start revealing what Swamiji is showing through your third eye.
The first comment is Vedamurti Nithyananda folded hands. Next is MSARAVANAN Mapilian Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Next is Akash Singh, message deleted. Next is again Akash Singh, message deleted. Next is Rudra Production Films, Nithyananda with folded hands emoji thrice. Next is M Saravanan Mapilian Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham in caps. Next is LAQ 24. He is no one. The next is Praveen PR, any particular form. Next is Marketing Oko Market KFT, which is fully in pink chat, and below it says HUF 10,000. Next is Marketing Oko Market KFT. Next is Divyananda Manitya at Kailasa with another hand emoji. And the next is Divyananda Manitya. There are many Kailasa all over the world. Aya at Vicky Vignesh. The next is Divyananda Manitya. Nithyananda at Snehal Raut with an emoji of heart in white. Welcome to the Bhagavan Kailasa Samadhi Darshan with a folded hand emoji, a flower. The next is Divyananda Manitya Ma at Barbie Bar with an emoji of a heart in white in color. Nithyananda, welcome to the Bhagavan Kailasa Samadhi Darshan with a folded emoji flower. Next is Divyananda Manitya, which is in the super chat and is NOK 30.
Yes, Shiva Shankara Maharaj. Thank you very much for manifesting the power. As we all have been seeing, every single thing that Shiva Shankara Maharaj has read is exactly right. And Shiva Shankara Maharaj has seamlessly read out the entire chat, what was being projected to Shiva Shankara Maharaj live. Shiva Shankara Maharaj was able to read everything. Now, it is time that we move to the next part of the power manifestation. We're going to be understanding and we're going to be witnessing Shivashankara Maharaj doing the puja.
Off the camera. You can take this TV. Hey, puja ki rola kasi kamar thro. Take the table also away. Modara. Patra. No.
The space of oneness with Bhagavan Kalabhairava in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. While we get ready to witness this, I'd like every one of you to go over and submit your questions. The male participants to bit.ly/Akashik reading is mail, and the female participants to tinyurl.com/ask Kalabhairava. Please take a few moments to ask your questions in this form.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let us now get ready to witness the live Guru Puja offered by Shivashankara Maharaj. Will now begin.
Nithyanandam Paramasugam Kevalam Jnanamutim Dvandvatitam Gahanasadusham Tamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam Vande Paramparam कस्तूरी तिलकः स्फुरन्मालाधार स्फुरन्नारायणं शशिकलां धीव सर्वेषां वर्णगिरियो विजयते। ॐ हृत्पद्मासनं दद्यात् सहस्रारक्षुधां मृदैः पाद्यं चरणयो दध्यात् मनस्वर्ग्यं निवेदयेत् तेन मृतेन माशमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वम् अस्त्रं स्याद्गन्धतत्त्वं क्षिप्तं कल्पयेत् पुष्पं शुभं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् देशस्तत्त्वं दीपातं नैवेद्यं स्यात्सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतघण्टायुतत्वं च शामरं सहस्रारं भवेत् क्षत्रं सप्ततत्त्वं च कीलकं वृत्रमिन्द्रकर्माणि सांशल्यं मनसस्तथा शुमे कलापत्तमाला पुष्पं नानाविधं तदा अमायावपुष्पैः अमायं मनहङ्कारम् अराधम् अमदं तदा मोहं पंचाद्वे साक्षपरो ददा अमाक्षर्यम् अलोभं च पुष्पं विढुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं समा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदस्ते भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवम्। ॐ ह्रीं एतत्पाद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एषोऽर्घ्यः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदम् आचमनीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्नानीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्तोत्तरीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष गन्धः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सचन्दनपुष्पं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सचन्दनबिल्वपत्रं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष धूपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं एष दीपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानार्तोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। आरात्रिकम् ॐ ह्रीं एषा दीपमाला सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्यसाहिने नमो वयं वैश्वानाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय कामेश्वरो वैश्ववनो दधातु कुबेराय वैश्ववनाय महाराजाय नमः कर्पूरगौरं वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि आरात्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः पुष्पाञ्जलिः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे ज्ञानानन्दशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गन्नादो मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वाधीतं घनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणातीतं समर्पयामि भगवत्श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः ॐ नित्यानन्दम्
We will now be getting ready to witness the live answers to the questions and prayers that we have all submitted in the form to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Every one of you who are yet to submit your question and would like to submit, the scroll link is continuously being displayed. The link is scrolling continuously. Now, the Balasant will enter into the space of oneness with the Kalabhairava Bhava of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And as the questions are being read out, by looking at the Atma Murti, he'll be revealing the golden letters that will be appearing in the Atma Murti. Let us now witness the Akashic readings. We'll first be having the Darshan, the Paramashivoham oneness capsule of Bhagavan Kalabhairava to connect in the space of oneness with Lord Kalabhairava and entering Now, let us enter into the Akashic readings. The first question for today is from Barbara Kuzik from Croatia. Dear Lord Kalabhairava, what is my compulsive behavioral pattern?
Your decision fatigue, your tiredness about you doing something in your life is your pattern of compulsive obsessive disorder. Look into my eyes. I will remove it instantly. Blessings.
The next question is from Kathy Ann Headley from Trinidad and Tobago. Dear Kalabhairava, did I ever take a previous birth to this one where I was around Swamiji? If so, what was the relationship?
You had different masters in your previous birth who are teaching you, guiding you. You had enlightened masters and sages in your previous birth. You are here in this birth, meeting me, having the glimpse of me. Because of the strength and the blessings of your past life, which you have gained. This birth will be your last birth. You will attain liberation. Blessings.
The next question is from Rajesh Rathod from Australia. Dear Kalabhairava, when will I be able to buy my own house?
I know your compassion, your gratitude towards me and Kailasa. Drop your desire. Within 4 days, I will make it happen. Blessings.
The next question is from Yogesh Goel from Delhi. Kalabhairava, Koti Koti Pranams. What is bothering my Sarita Didi that is impacting her health, and when will her two daughters get married? Please bless her and her two daughters.
Don't worry. I will heal her instantly. Now, tell her to sit in front of my picture. Kalabhairava. The rest I will take care. Blessings.
The next question is from V.G. Chin from Singapore. Dear Kalabhairava, what is the life purpose of my elder son?
His life is in my hands. Let him first be clear in what he wants to do. I will guide him. I will train him. Blessings.
The next question is from Chan Chik Yung from Hong Kong. Dear Lord Kalabhairava, I always forget the Guru in my life. How can I constantly remember and have gratitude to my Guru?
Your incompletions, your lust, greed, desire, your fantasy, which you are having, is moving you out of me. Look into the eyes of my photo, my picture. Kalabhairava's blessings is always there. When you drop your pattern at him, when you look into his eyes, you are completely connected to me, the Guru itself. Blessings.
The next question is from Mohit Kupchandani from India. Nithyanam Lord Kalabhairava, please guide me as to what is the purpose of my life.
You will be a Sarvanyapita Yajaman, contributing to Kailasa. You, your career, your relationships will be taken care. I know what is going on in you. Drop it aside. Have the feeling connection towards me. That's more than enough. Blessings.
The next question is from Ozran Zdunik from Srivatska. Dear Kalabhairava, should I invest in cryptocurrencies? Please advise.
Look into your life. There are many blind spots. Look into you. What you have to clear. Do not follow your mind. It will be a destructible path towards your life. Sooner or later, you will achieve the space of Paramashiva.
With that, we come towards the conclusion of today's Akashic readings. Let us all stay tuned for the further segments of today's Kalabhairava Bhava Samadhi Darshan. We offer our gratitude to Lord Kalabhairava, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, for gracing us and blessing us with the prayers and answers to our questions.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Yes. Welcome back. Yes, Madam Sumi, you can please continue.
Yes. Now, let us understand what is the principle that Kalabhairava stands for. Having watched the Kalabhairava's reading, having the readings of Kalabhairava, and let us understand what is the principle that Kalabhairava stands for. And before that, let's understand the world today and what are the Kailasa solutions. Yes. So the world today, as all we know, there are booming psychological issues for various reasons. And more teenagers are experiencing depression. More than ever, the depression is at its peak. The mental disorders and depression is at its peak. The youth of today and the hope of tomorrow facing episodes of depression, and it is all the time high. So the Kailasa spiritual solution is Nithyananda Hindu University is the world's largest Hindu university as per the number of faculties, number of students, number of courses, and number of inspired by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, with 20 million plus enrollments and 7,000 plus courses with extended campuses in 150 countries. Nithyananda Hindu Library is collecting, organizing, preserving, and time capsuling, decoding, spreading, reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism. Another more teenagers. Next slide, please. And another solution for this depression and the episodes of the mental disorders is Sri Kailasa's Uniting Nations for Consciousness Studies and Practices over the past 27 years have been working towards empowering and enlightening adults with the greater science, Hinduism. Today, with the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa has over 10,000 de facto spiritual embassies aimed at bringing spiritual healing, empowerment, and enlightenment for the benefit of mankind. And another world problem which the whole world is suffering is soaring death rate in the year 2020 till date. At least 356,000 in US alone died, more than usual since the advent of COVID-19, but not all of these deaths are linked to COVID-19. The Kailasa spiritual solution is have taken the responsibility to spiritually heal the world. During this pandemic, Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, in collaboration with the Department of Human Services, have been offering Maheshwara Puja twice a month for the departed souls and who passed due to the COVID, natural calamities, unnatural calamities, and devastations for year 2020 till date. Through the Maheshwara Puja, the departed souls are offered completion and liberation through the sacred rituals offered at the feet of the 1008 living incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Now let's understand who is Mahakalabhairava and what is the principle that Mahakalabhairava stands for. Let's watch a video.
Yes. Who is Mahakalabhairava? Kalabhairava is the lord of Yama as described in Katha Upanishad. Kalabhairava is the lord of integrity, and Kalabhairava is the lord of justice. Request the NT operator to move the slides, please. Mahakalabhairava is most powerful, easily accessible. Kalabhairava is one of the most powerful expression of Paramashiva and easily accessible. The moment you call, he will be there. That's the beauty of Kalabhairava. Kalabhairava gives you eternal life when you decide to be life positive. He asks the time is the energy on which all the memories are stored. Kalabhairava is the cosmic record keeper. Anything that happening, yet to happen. You can just ask Kalabhairava and he will just pull it out and give you the whole record. Constantly contributing, sharing yourself, extremely loving is the smell of life positivity. That is the source of Kalabhairava. The principle of Kala. What is the principle of Kala? He meets your consciousness now. The mood of your body, your mind, your physiology, your psychology, which you keep now, plays a very important role in your whole life. If you keep now with incompletions, that will continue forever. If you keep now with completion and clarity, that will manifest forever. Kala does not meet your consciousness in the past or in the future. He meets your consciousness now, in the present. But what are we filling with that consciousness now? Is it completion space or incompletion space?
Principle of Kala. Kalabhairava is eternal compassion. Any simple act you do without calculation, the strength you feel is Kalabhairava's strength. Use love as a strategy for your existence. The joy oozes out of your being is the strength of Kalabhairava. The simple act of giving love strengthens your Kala dimension. That is Kalabhairava's strength.
All justice is delivered cosmically only from the space of pure love. Maintain intense space of love. Paramashiva will raise you to the space of being just and deliver justice to the world. Kalabhairava is eternal compassion.
Extreme authenticity makes you manifest Kalabhairava. Do intense yoga every day. You can choose any time you want. One Prathama Vinyasa Krama, all the 108 asanas, 12 component sequence. First few days it may take 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes, but later it can be done in less than 42 minutes. At least do the Prathama Vinyasa. Kalabhairava breaks, destroys, burns all the self-doubt, self-hatred and self-denial. Even if you have not realized, Kalabhairava can manifest in you and make the realization.
Kalabhairava is the dimension of the universe where the universes, multiverses happen. Exists for zillions of years and dissolve spontaneously, simultaneously. Kalabhairava destroys negativity because of his love for life. Anyone radiates love for life becomes part of Kalabhairava and you achieve eternity. In every action, bring intense love, bring intense completion with yourself, with others, with every animal, tree, everything, with your home, with your team, with your family and with your friends, with everyone, bring complete completion. So Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the Sastra Pramana is from Kamika Agama Purvapada, the Mantrodbhava Patalam, verse 24. Gakaro Bhairavatneya Mukta Bharat Satnanasanam Nakara Kala Bijancha Kalam Sarvajayet Bhavet. The letter Ka is related to Bhairava. It is in the color of pearl. He has the power of destroying the enemy. The letter Na is related to Kala Deva. It is in the color of black. It has the power of bestowing victory in all dimensions. The Samskara Dahana Kriya, that's a beautiful process revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to achieve the complete completion. That Samskara Dahana Kriya, the literal meaning of this is burning away all the patterns. Dahana means burning. Samskara is pattern. It's a process. Kriya is burning away all our patterns. Is a Brahma Kapala, which swallows all your pain patterns and stops the multiplying of all your pain patterns. Samskara Dahana Kriya means burning all your pain patterns, which is the root of suffering of your life. As per Hindu history, that is one of the great scriptures, Shiva Purana, Paramashiva took the form of Kalabhairava to decapitate the delusion of Brahma. When Brahma created this world, it was a fun. For a moment, he made it as a game. That moment is the fifth head of Brahma, which become arrogant. Kalabhairava cut that. Play should be play. Why are you making it a game? The play has become game. Authentic souls at least. Kala Chakra, that is the time shaft, means the time, the Kala Chakra, continuously moving. The future is continuously entering into the past, this moment. The next moment is future, but by now it has already become the past. Future, now I am, already it has become the past. The past is continuous. The future is continuously becoming past. The future time is continuously becoming past. The time is moving. The time shaft, continuously it is rolling and moving. Your future is also nothing but past. You are seeing only one portion of the huge time shaft. So then how the time shaft affects us? When the cosmic laws penetrate you, you visualize the time as Kala Chakra. The Kala Chakra is penetrating all of us now. You are touching the Kala Chakra now, and love is the lubricant. If you carry the lubricant in your heart, that is love, it will be a smooth, happy moment. If you carrying the violent, powerless cognitions, every time the Kalabhairava touches, you will be angry, boiling, powerless. The Bhagavan Kalabhairava bestows us abundance and wealth. The Kalabhairava Ashtakam, it says, Bhukti Mukti Dayakam Prahastacharu Vigraham Bhaktavasalam Sitam. The salutations to Kalabhairava, who is the giver of worldly prosperity and liberation, and who has an auspicious, pleasing form, who is kind and loving to his devotees, and who stands firm on the deity of all the lokas. Bhagavan Kalabhairava bestows abundance in wealth and prosperity in our lives, and also bestows liberation upon us. Worshipping Kalabhairava awakens the feeling connection we have and help us see the deep compassion and lovingness in Kalabhairava. The Kalabhairava, the dimensions. Kalabhairava destroys the pride of death, manifested as fear within us. And whole large terrible fangs liberate us from the fear of death. Bhagavan Kalabhairava liberates us from the fear of death, which is the root of all the fears that we experience in our life. The another dimension of Kalabhairava is Bhagavan Kalabhairava destroys and burns the patterns of sorrow, delusion, depression, and anger inside us. When we come to the end of this lifetime, it is rest assured we will meet in oneness with Bhagavan Kalabhairava himself. All the references are from the Kalabhairavastakam. Now, what are the 5 sutras to manifest Kalabhairavoham, to experience Kalabhairava? Let's understand the 5 sutras to manifest Kalabhairavoham. Let us learn the science of Kalabhairavoham. These are the 5 truths or sutras revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on 17th January 2021. These 5 sutras are the techniques to experience Kalabhairavoham and live as Kalabhairava. Listen to these 5 statements intensely. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed you will become enlightened and start manifesting powers now.
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. Listen to these 5 statements intensely. You will become enlightened and start manifesting powers now, immediately. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen carefully. I am not playing with your greed. I am playing with your consciousness. Listen to the 5 statements I am going to make now. These are the 5 sutras. I am going to reveal the sutras only now, doing Kandana Mandana and establishing the powerfulness of the sutra is the job of the Bhashyakaras, my Sampradaya, my disciples. Now, I am only going to reveal these 5 sutras. Listen. Listen to these 5 sutras. Sutra 1. The person, being, who is bold enough to deny existence of suffering and pain in your life, even if your mind brainwashes you and forces you to believe that suffering exists, in front of that mind, if you boldly stand and terrorize that mind by your powerful way of denying the existence of suffering, you become the space for Mahakalabhairava, and no karma touches you. You establish yourself in the neutral zone called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I'll repeat. Powerfully, if needed, arrogantly, with the tremendous pride, declare your Paramashivatva by arrogantly, if needed, illogically, even if it feels like stupid, terrorize your mind by denying the suffering and pain. Just deny to accept the existence of pain and suffering. Do not look for solution. Do not look for compromised understanding. Do not look for quick relief. Do not look for alternative methods. Do not look for solution. Be powerful. Needed, even be arrogant or irrational, illogical, stupid. Anything is okay. Just deny the existence of suffering and pain. For all my disciples who knows I am truth, nothing but truth, Satya, I am giving this as initiation. You will all be successful in this initiation truth. Decide to treat your mind or anyone externally or internally trying to convince you that you have suffering, you have pain, treat them very cheaply, like a shit. Whether somebody outside or somebody inside, trying to convince you, brainwash you, that the suffering and pain exists, treat them like a shit, cheap. Listen carefully. Your conscious decision, suffering doesn't exist, pain doesn't exist. Even if I am terrorized by the pain and suffering, I will stand by my Guru Vak. Pain and suffering does not exist. Even if you are surrounded by the lava, molten, the melted stone, lava, declare, my Guru has told, there is no pain, there is no suffering. I will throw my jata for you to hold and lift you to Kailasa. Listen. Demonstrate your powerfulness even if it in front of delusion which is trying. When you deny outright the existence of pain and suffering, the whole change goes on. The whole change happens in your system, creates space for Paramashiva. Suddenly you will see, around you, you are the center. Listen. The existence of pain and suffering, forget about the causes. If you don't even accept the existence of that shit, why will you try to find the cause of that shit? Denial of pain and suffering gives you one of the greatest opening to look into the reality. Denial of pain and suffering, I am not teaching as a technique for you to practice. I am revealing this as a truth for you to wake up. Being my disciple, you don't have a right to suffer or have pain. Either be my disciple and renounce the right to have suffering and pain, or marry the pain and suffering and drop me. Decision to deny the pain and suffering and its very existence in any form is the pure neutral space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi in you. It does not come by practice. it comes by decision. It comes by decision, not by any practice. Decide. Enough. I went through this rut of pain, believing that pain and suffering exist, and then trying to find the cause, and then trying to find the solution. By the time I find the solution, I realize the solution is not working, and by the time I find that solution is not working, I am more frustrated, and with the more frustration, I find more pain and suffering. The moment you accept the existence of pain and suffering, you put your leg on the sarukupparai, slippery rock of delusion. After that, nobody can save you. So deny the very existence. Don't try to make a technique out of what I am saying. To all my disciples, I am giving a command, not technique, order. You don't have a right to have suffering or pain. By becoming my disciple, you have committed your life, your inner space to me, and you don't have a right to have pain or suffering. Listen carefully. When you decide the pain and suffering has no existence, this is the truth. Even till I realize, because Swamiji has realized he loves me, he will tell only good to me, and he will reveal only the truth to me. Because he has revealed, I know for sure there is no suffering, there is no pain. And I won't get brainwashed by any fellow who is trying to tell me that suffering and pain exists. Anyone who is trying to brainwash me is lower than my guru who is trying to wash my brain. My guru who is trying to wash my brain is far superior for me than anyone who is trying to brainwash me with the existence of pain and suffering ideas. The first sutra. The second sutra, listen. Second sutra, your mind reflects on your brain, and your brain is given a special power to rejuvenate itself in 1 year. In 1 year, the brain completely releases all the old dead cells and recreates itself. It's a modern day, even modern day science agrees. It is not only that Ayurveda, the Vedic biology, Hindu biology reveals this truth. Even the modern day science agrees with what I am revealing. Your brain completely replaces itself every 1 year. Listen. When your brain replaces itself, replenishes itself, recreates itself, it can either expand its possibility to radiate Paramashiva, or it can shrink its ability to radiate Paramashiva. Both possibilities exist, but there is no neutral. There is no neutral gear. There is no such thing as just, I am just stable. I am neither going down nor going up. No, that doesn't exist. Either you go up or you go down. That's it. So now be very clear. If you decide the truth today I am declaring, this first sutra, very arrogantly. Have pride. You have Paramashiva as Guru. You have Paramashiva directly teaching you and initiating you. And you don't even need to practice what I am teaching. If you have the arrogance, Paramashiva is your Guru, you simply know what I am revealing is the truth and you just start living. Listen, very rare to have intimate feeling connection with me because I have created enough rumors and scandals around me. All those vada soda soda, cheap, shitty mind cannot get connected to me or accept me. It needs tremendous maturity. Even to feel this fellow is talking the truth. Even if you feel this guy is telling the truth and this guy seems to be loving me, be very clear, you are a matured guy. You think all these rumors and scandals which are getting created around me is not under my control? That's the way I cheat human beings. I tell you, if you feel these three statements, I think Swamiji loves me. And I know for sure Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. And I think Swamiji tells the ultimate truth to me. If you believe these three statements, or even any one of these three statements, just stand up and do a pradakshina. Namaskar means circumambulation of yourself. Atma pradakshina. Just love yourself. Celebrate yourself for being yourself. You are worthy of namaskara, pradakshina namaskara. That's a powerful blessing, I tell you. If you cognize even any one of these three statements, now what I am telling you will straight go into your system. I'll just nail it straight on your brain. Decide, be arrogant. I am disciple of Nithyananda. எங்க சாமி எவனையும் கேர் பண்ணாது. அத மாதிரிதான் நாங்களும். With this clarity, deny the existence of all kinds, types, dimensions of pain and suffering. Even if your brain tells, even if your mind tells, you are sinking in the ocean, the lava is surrounding you, burning your skin, just tell, pain doesn't exist, suffering doesn't exist. I'll throw my jata and just lift you. Don't worry. Just lift you to Kailasa. And I tell you, death is not end. Mental breakdown is the greatest loss in the life. Not death. Be very clear. Death is not end of the life. It's not full stop. It's just a comma. The greatest loss in life is collapsing from powerful cognition, not death. Fools are those who teach death is the loss. Collapsing from powerful cognition is the greatest loss. Hold on to this powerful truth. Be very clear inside you. Powerfully deny the existence of suffering and pain. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. When you decide with this clarity and truth, the brain which gets rebuilt, newly built, gets rejuvenated, will just expand and reflect the pure cosmos. It will just open up to superconsciousness and vibrate Shiva, 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 Shiva. Hey, listen, our ancestors, rishis, not only knows the whole movement of sun, moon, 9 planets, far beyond the planets, even the stars, so clearly, the 27 stars and their movements they know. How do you think? Thousands of years before the Surya Siddhanta, they have described the whole cosmos so clearly because their brain was able to manifest, reflect the pure cosmos. Their consciousness was so peaceful in Shanti, established in Shanti. Careful, listen carefully. Deny the existence of pain and suffering and don't look for joy, bliss, excitement. Look for peace, Shanti. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. When you look for Shanti, not only you will start enjoying the juice Shanti inside you, that juice makes you a matured being. Consciously matured being. And that maturity creates intense excitement, energy, bliss, joy as a side effect. Don't look for the side effect. So listen carefully. The first sutra, deny the existence of all pain and suffering, all dimensions and aspects of pain and suffering. Even if you are getting drowned in the ocean, just tell yourself, Swamiji said there is no pain or suffering. Come what may, let's see. But there is no pain or suffering. Be very clear. You won't have death. Death is not end. Losing the truth is the greatest loss than death. Society has brainwashed you too much. Society has brainwashed you too much by giving the multiple layered lies. Listen, this multiple layered lies catch your attention. Even if you are convinced about the one lie, gone. You have put your leg on the slippery rock and you will land in the end delusion. Don't. Deny the fundamental, foundational brainwashing technique used by society, deluded society on you about the existence of pain and suffering. Listen, it is not okay to be normal with absolutely sick social conditioning. Don't try to be normal with the shit, sick social conditioning. Meditate, contemplate, internalize all the statements today I am making. The first statement is about the truth. Denial of all the brainwashing done to you about the pain and suffering. Second statement, this decision to be in truth will expand your brain's ability to reflect, radiate, manifest superconsciousness with the powerful cosmic space and this cosmic nada, Shiva, 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 Mahanada, Shiva, 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 Shiva. When your brain develops the capacity to reflect and radiate the cosmos in the pure conscious form, your mind can never take possession of your brain and brainwash you to believe into anything called pain and suffering. This is the greatest liberation. This is the greatest liberation. Now, third statement. Listen to this third statement. I am having 25 heads, one consciousness. In you, you have broken yourself into 25 consciousness, even though you have only one head. One head, but working in 25 different, getting pulled and pushed in 25 directions. In my case, I have 25 head, but all integrated to one consciousness. That's why I can think 25 various things and manifest all the 25 various things at a time in a cool, stress-free way. Absolutely. I tell you, even the traitors, drohis, guru drohis, and criminals who conspired against me, even if you talk to them offline, they will tell, oh God, what a memory Swamiji has. What an administration capacity. How he knows thoroughly everything from end to end. Whether how many organizations are there in how many countries, or how many tumblers are there in each ashram, or in which ashram there is a compound wall, which ashram there is only fencing, in which ashram there is a borewell pump, and which ashram there is only a government water supply. Even the people who hate me, who cherish enmity towards me, who are Guru Drohis, even those Drohis, traitors, can't deny my ability to digest information and continue to function without losing the focus or getting distracted. Understand? That is because 25 heads, one consciousness. In your case, one head, conscious is broken 25 ways. One side, your hunger is pulling you in one direction. Another side, your lust is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your fear is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your insecurities are pulling you in another direction. This 25. That is why I am saying, deny the existence of all these so-called ideas of suffering and delusion outright. Don't even put the leg on the slippery rock. You may ask, oh, if I deny the pain and suffering, how will I live a practical life? Only after you deny the existence of pain and suffering, the practical life positive approach will start flowering in you. Till then, what you know is life negative. Nothing called life happened to you till you decide to learn, open up to the truth that there is no suffering, there is no pain. Till then, what you know is all cheap life negative game, slow suicide. I am giving you now, with the blessings and permission and grace of Paramashiva, the very own powerful space of Paramashiva to all of you, the very own inner space of Paramashiva, powerfulness to all of you. This is initiation, not just instruction. Especially all my disciples. As I said, these three statements. Swamiji tells the truth. And Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. I think Swamiji loves me, so he will not cheat me. He will only tell the truth to me. In these three statements, even if you are able to believe, cognize one statement, you are my disciple. If you believe all three, great. As I said, you should stand up and do Atma Pradakshana for yourself and be proud of yourself You can do all this for you and demonstrate your own love for you. You are blessed. You are really blessed. Because if you believe in these three statements, anyone, your heart will start vibrating with this sacred truth I am declaring and revealing to you. You may not show your excitement outside because others are watching, but inside, hey, I know what Swamiji is telling is the truth. That's me, that's me, that's me. He's talking to me. I think he's watching me directly in the Zoom. That's me. To me, he's talking. Understand? I'm talking to each one of you who are listening to me now. Who are listening to me now. Decide to be with the 25 head, one consciousness. Not one head, 25 consciousness, broken as pieces. No. Your decision to be with 25 head and one consciousness will suddenly make you stress-free. Decide you are Paramashiva. Even if 25 things are going on in your head, you will live as one consciousness. Suddenly you will be stress-free and you will discover the peace inside you. The peace which is in the center of this universe. Your decision is enough, is what I am repeating. Now, the fourth statement, fourth sutra. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of pain, suffering, delusion, its aspects, dimensions, etc. mentioned and above not mentioned. Mentioned above and not mentioned, everything. Your decision to deny it. Makes such beautiful space in you. Simply start manifesting powers and play with the powers. That will give you tremendous confidence to strengthen powers and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and the lower way of existing. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and meditate, internalize. You become Bhairava. Mahakalabhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He himself does not have any karma. Establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. When somebody tries to do bad to you, they get bad. But you don't have any karma. You are not the initiator of karmas. And suddenly your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past disowns you. Your past should disown you. Then you are liberated once for all. Your husband should run away from you. Then you are liberated once for all. Now, I am not saying literally. I meant anything you want to get rid of, that should get rid of you. Then you are liberated once for all. You trying to get rid of your past is a cheap, stupid way. That is not Nithyananda way. Your past should get terrorized and should decide to get rid of you. That is Nithyananda way. That's the royal way of Kailasa, royal way to Kailasa. Your past should feel this guy, nut gone loose, screw gone loose. Not only the nut gone loose, screw gone loose, his main shaft itself is missing. So where will I go and fit myself in his life? It should get terrorized and just leave you. Listen. Take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously. And especially when you have a love for me, it will be very easy. Because, you know, I may sound a little cranky, but I tell the truth as it is. See, when you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You are detoxed by the stupid social conditioning. You become pure space for Paramashiva's ultimate truths to manifest. Sit like Mahabhairava, Mahakalabhairava. I am telling you the truth. You are Mahakalabhairava. I am not brainwashing you. Actually, if I want to exploit you, I should tell you are something lower than God. I should be brainwashing you into some lower identity so that I can continue to exploit you. But I am not interested in exploiting you. I am interested in expressing through you. You are my soulmate. You are my conscious life partner. I celebrate when you are liberated. Anyone who is now catching what I am saying and saying, yes, Swamiji told, I have no suffering, no pain forever. And I am deciding, I have no suffering, no pain. You are my beloved now. I just want to hug you. You are my own. I have only one reason to tell the truth, because truth makes you fulfilled and makes me fulfilled. You are Kalabhairava. Sit like Kalabhairava and tell very clearly to your past, present, future. Hey, I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. But I am not initiator of any karma. I am the neutral, sacred space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get that stone back. If you throw the shit on me, you will get that shit back. But nothing will touch me, and I will not throw anything. I will not be working, operating in any of the cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity and the reason to operate. Far from pseudo dignity. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I tell you that quality which oozes out from your consciousness into your body, it will actually literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. Amrita means pulse of immortality, digested, cognized by your mind and gets sunk, drilled, driven into your brain, and that brain's opening up, flowering, that Sahasrara Chakra flowering, and that honey pours inside the system, literally brings sweetness inside your throat. Amrita. Principles of immortality. Truths of immortality. When they are chewed by your mind and gets into your brain, the chemistry, alchemistry happens in you, in your biology, is nectar. Actually, I am tasting that this very moment. That's the reason I am taking a few seconds to settle down and speak. Listen to this fifth statement. When you express it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others. Be powerful. Any stress created externally or internally, when you manifest this truth uncompromisingly, வைரம் வாய்ந்த வைராக்கியம், வைராக்கிய, truth. All of you are my loved ones, my near and dear ones, my soulmates, my beloveds. It's amidst so much of our defamation, identity, whatever the lies and shit, false pains, disgrace, all those pain. Blessings to all of you. Enlightenment experience. The state, space, and letters of appreciation from all over the world. I'll upload all of it in the Facebook and social media in further satsangs. Today we have 143 proclamation letters from all over the world. But now I wanted to give you all the time to meditate. Let's all read. With integrity, authenticity, responsibility, powers, being, super consciousness, and Kailasa Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda, be blissful.
powerful satsang that Swamiji has given to deny the existence of pain and suffering, and how we can internalize and implement. Just let's recap. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of aspects dimensions. I request the NTV operator to project the slide, please. Suffering, any form of suffering, its delusions, its aspects, dimensions, and what is not mentioned here also makes such a beautiful space in you. You will simply start manifesting and playing with the powers. It will give you tremendous confidence and strengthen powerfulness. The fourth listen repetitively this fourth statement and Mahakalabhairava. Mahakalabhairava. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma. You establish yours good to you, you get good, and when they karmas. Suddenly, when you implement, internalize this truth, suddenly the heaviness in the heart, all the past are liberated. Once and of Hinduism says, take this teaching when you have love for me. It will be very easy because you know I tell the truth as it is. Pseudo dignity of the society look for the ultimate to man. Now sit like Kalabhairava and tell your past, present, and future. Just I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not the initiator of any karma. I am the neutral. Say do on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone, you will get the stone back. If you throw, I will not be working in any cognition level where the sick society operates. There is. Now let's do a process. With this chaste clarity. Don't create a thought. Don't sustain a thought. Don't try to destroy a fight with a thought. Clutch with a thought. Destroy or fight with a thought. Just don't bother about what is going on inside you. Whether thought, emotion, pain, or peace, anything. Just do not respond to anything. Just decide, let me be unclutched. Sit with that unclutched nirvikalpa samadhi. It will literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what actually amruta, the nectar. When you start actively practicing this truth, expressing it in your inner image, with yourself through inner image through you and your outer image with others. Both with your inner image, what you're feeling inside of you about this, and what you're expressing, the statement that you're giving it to others. All the conflicts will become irrelevant. Make them redundant and irrelevant. Be powerful, bold. To stand any stress created externally or internally, when you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and the will persistence uncompromisingly. Now let us see an Atma Pramana from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own life. Experience the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. This is an experience when he was at the age of 10. Pain is a lie. It started with Annamalai Swamigal, one of the Swamiji's guru, when in Tiruvannamalai, saying that Swamiji used to go to him when he was mere age 10. Annamalai Swamigal used to say that we are not the body, we are beyond the body. He started teaching Ramana Maharshi's teachings, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, soon after hearing this, ran home and wanted to check how can we be beyond the body and we are beyond the pains and sufferings. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took the shaver. He is so intense even from that young age. So he wanted to experience the truth immediately. So he took a shaver. In those days, his father used to have the slice blade and shave. He took that razor and literally cut his thigh. Of course, there was a bleeding, and Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mother saw this and immediately rushed him to the hospital. Their family doctor, Dr. Karunanidhi, attended to him. The doctor was like family, and almost 13 stitches were given to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to stop the bleeding. And he did all that, whatever is needed medically, and then he said in front of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his parents that this is not an accidental cut. He was purposefully done it because it is so deep. Such a long cut cannot be accidental. Ask him why he did it. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's parents started investigating why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did this. Even then, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the pain, and I just wanted to check it out, whether I have pain or not. So I cut myself and see whether I have a pain and suffering or not. So on the then is another beautiful Atma Pramana from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own life. This happened when in 2011, on 14th June 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suffered a complicated type 1 open fracture on both the bones of the right forearm. The usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for weeks and leave it one bedridden with the hand completely immobilized. Pain medication on would be a necessity. However, in the case of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from the moment the horrendous fracture occurred, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was continuously joyful and smiling, even while preparing for travel to the hospital. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suggested the doctors to perform the surgery without any anesthesia, and continuously shared that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism never experienced pain at any time during the entire incident. He never used pain medication. Now let's watch this video, short clip. Let's watch this short clip, how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sharing at that during that incident happened. How Swamiji shared, while supposed to be the most complicated type 1 fracture, and how joyful he was and how he was talking, continuously shared, even had the surgery without anesthesia. So let's listen from his own voice.
No, they're waiting there. Why don't you put a scale or a rule?
Yes, something to hold. Want to
Oh, it is there. Oh, actually, that's good transition.
Huh?
Link.
Okay, get
And we'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Why? From the moment I felt, till now there is no pain. There is no pain inside. See, whatever is happening, I am not naming it as pain. I am just seeing very clearly the rehabilitation process, rebuilding process. That is okay. I just want to know how much is physical pain, how much is psychological, so that I can measure, so that I try to reproduce that component in others. Actually, I'm doing lot of research in healing that. But around 1,000 people come to see me. What they are is like a stone and water mixture. So there is matter and it is similar, but never like a teleportation. Never did it. And those zones all doesn't come under any law. That law is a law. The law don't end. That's okay. One by one. If some of you guys sit and ask me one by one, I'll be able to define all that very clearly. I can give the definition of those constants very clearly. Or the ocean. Another 10 minutes. No problem. There is no change in the dynamics of the five elements. Not that the element diluted or I think that's it. That is overlapping means not just mixing, the incident itself getting filtered into the past. Now you are talking. Suddenly, one moment you see this has happened already once, and second time it happened. It is not past mixing with future and present. Past infiltrating into the future and present.
Yes, what a beautiful sharing, and the Atma Pramana, beautiful Atma Pramana, denying the pain and suffering. So, for us to become the reality, having decided ferociously, sitting with that truth, now we need one more thing, one more component is needed, that is grace of the Guru. So why we need a Guru? Let's understand a little bit why we need a Guru and who is a Guru. The Guru or the Master is not a Vyakti, a person as you imagine. He is a Tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the Master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The Master, Guru, is the doorway to the one's own experience of the divine. There are beautiful references from the whole Guru Gita. And let us see few of the scriptural references from the Guru Gita. Guru Gita, none other than the Paramashiva expounded this Devi Parashakti. The first is the verse 21 from Guru Gita. It says, Ananyas chintayanto mam sulabham paramam padam tasman sarva prayatnena guru Aradhanam Guru. The supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to the utmost to propitiate the Guru. The next reference is from Guru Gita, verse 18. Guru Murtin Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Japet Guru Ranyam Prakurvita Guru Ranyaya Bhavayet. Always remember Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands. Think of nothing other than the Guru. Another reference is from Guru Gita, verse 11. Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Sri Guru Pada Sevanat Dehi Brahma Bhavet Yasmat Vakripadham Vadami Te. Out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by serving the feet of Sri Guru. Now, what is the context that how to receive the grace of the Guru? What is our space should be? How to receive the grace of the Guru? Now we understood from the Guru Gita verses the who is Guru and the significance of Guru in our life. Then how to receive the Guru? What the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says about how to receive the grace of the Guru. Let's watch a small clip on just make yourself available. Let's watch this small clip.
and keep the form, photograph, Atmamurti of this form. Check every night, you will have the impression on the chair I sat. The chair will have the impression of me sitting. And the manifestation of Vibhuti, Kumkum, Akshada, Jnananjana, all the auspicious energies. I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe, diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available. I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
Let's watch a beautiful experience testimonial by our Gurukul Balasan, Sundareshwara Maharaj, how Kalabhairava blessed him with his footprints on his head. Are Akashic readings real? Let's watch his testimonial.
It to them, the moment it is revealed, he gives the energy and the intelligence to make what is revealed into a lifestyle to that individual who has the problem. So like that, back then in that IA, Swamiji himself, personally himself, read out the Akashic readings for all. Swamiji shared that in his experience, it's like when Kalabhairava enters, it's not like something separate which enters, but 1,000 times himself expressing through the same body. So what happened is, we all Balasans had an opportunity to ask Kalabhairava in the form of Swamiji any question that we wanted. Wow, that was the best thing in my life at that point. Like, we've got thousands of curious questions, and as we all are in the Gurukul, we all went through this video where I saw when Dalai Lamas leave their body, the whole ceremony or the procedure after the Dalai Lama leaves his body, his next, the next place where he's going to take his birth again, the next Dalai Lama, there are so many clues which actually appear as they the cremate, or as they do the process of cremating the previous Dalai Lama's body. So in that one such thing, one such clue is, once the body is completely burnt, when the skull is removed, the footprint of the direction where the next Dalai Lama is going to take birth is seen. So this became a very curious thing in my head. Like, how come when something is burnt and you just remove a skull and you see the direction where the next avatar is going to take place? So that was like a burning question in my head, and I wanted to know the science behind it. So here came the opportunity for me to ask that question. Many of us asked so many different questions about the Vimanas, about the crop circles, about the unsolved mysteries. Then came my chance. I got my chance to ask Kalabhairava. So I asked Kalabhairava, what is the science, or why is that, or how? Literally waited for the answer. Kalabhairava looked at me. It was an online conferencing. We were here in Bangalore and Swamiji was there in Kodaikanal. Through the camera, I was literally able to see him seeing me. And Kalabhairava revealed all the incarnations, not just Dalai Lamas, all the incarnations leave their body in this way only, where they show where they are going to reincarnate. And he said, show your head, I will show my footprints on your head. That was just too much. And for after that, I don't remember of hearing anything or seeing anything. I was just off, completely in gratitude, and with so much of excitement of what is going to happen next. So with that blessing, Kalabhairava moved on to the next question. It was around the evening, around 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Then, as soon as the Kalabhairava readings, the Akashic readings got over, we immediately rushed to the barber in the local area and got my whole hair shaved. And I came back, and there was the people from Gurukul who took care of me. They were physically, literally able to see the footprints of Kalabhairava on my head. And luckily, the whole thing is photographed. And I have this for all of you to see. That is one of the best moments of my life, where Kalabhairava's footprints are literally on my head. What better opportunity do you think you can get? And incidentally, it was that same inner awakening when there is the Padinattam Padi Karupar in Madurai, the chief priest of that temple. That temple, Kalabhairava there is in a form of huge door, and there are 18 steps to that door. And there is the footprints, the paduka, the nail, the thorn padukas of Kalabhairava, which has been worshipped for hundreds of years now. And in that priest dream, worshipping Kalabhairava, Swamiji, and he, with overflowing tears and gratitude, came to Kodaikanal and gave the padukas of Kalabhairava to Swamiji. It was this same IA where I received his footprints on my head. Such a blessed being. I thank Swamiji for all this he has done to me and literally having Kalabhairava on my own head. Have your Akashic readings done and see what Kalabhairava has got for you. It is after his initiation, I can say, that is when the whole power started manifesting and my life took a complete different turn.
Yes. So, with that, now all of us want to live without pain and suffering in our lives. We want to live as Kalabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we have a question. Is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize it? I have tried before, but have not been successful. Is there an instant way for me to manifest and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer any solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes, Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Kalabhairavoham. The great news is that you are going to learn the sacred science here and now. So let's manifest Kalabhairavoham instantly. Let's all see what are all we can offer to manifest Kalabhairavoham instantly. Yes. Request the NTV operator to project the slides, please. So let us understand what is the significance of offering. Offering is a giving of divine gifts of pure love and devotion and oneness, and it consists of two parts, that is giving and accepting. Only when divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. Offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands the offering, that purely as part of the grand Leela that is played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. The offering to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, the most important is the Sankalpa offering. That is, the Sankalpa, Satya Sankalpa, the true intention, whatever you want to manifest. Today, we are manifesting, ferociously deciding all the pain and suffering to leave from our system. Live in the present moment and manifest Kalabhairavoham. For the Satya Sankalpa to manifest into reality. Satya Sankalpa means the true intention. You need to request Bhagavan Kalabhairava that I would, anything that we have to make first step. Then Bhagavan Kalabhairava makes 1,000 steps towards us. But the intention has to come from our side. The true intention has to come from our side. The first step you have to make. And the Bhagavan makes 1,000 steps towards us. So offering the Sankalpa is that first step. It just costs just $1. It is actually, it does